Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for joining today. We're on the Coxton Sub, and I wanted to do a bit of operations. I wasn't really sure exactly everything I wanted to do, but I definitely felt like I want to do some switching. But I wanted to start you guys off with a very brief tour of some more scenery work I got done. I really like this scene. I think the Turfex blends in really well with the trackside bushes, trees, and everything. I just really think it's a great scene. So let's take a little pan real quick. Everything we've got going here. Sorry about the bit of a lag. There is a little bit of a processing challenge. My computer is certainly showing its age. Those cows get annoying hearing all that mooing, but you know, once you get away from them, or if there's a locomotive running by, you can't really hear it. Plus, I want to be able to demo for you guys some new sounds that I have. I went to Trains Forge and I downloaded their new sound file, and it's really nice. It's just a CDP you drop in. It sounds so awesome, let me tell you. Now, for the record, I have not finished all the scenery here. Like, for example, I'm going to be redoing all of this. This is my old, you know, filler scenery. We're going to be getting rid of that. So this farm scene here will stay, including all of the fields there. But everything from this little bright green, horrible looking grass all the way down will get changed and modified. So, and then I also redid the salt mine, just like I said I would. That's here now. It can be switched. Those tracks do continue. There you go. It can be switched either direction. But, you know, like I said before, we basically pick up loads. We take them north, and then we bring empties back south. And they just kind of go to the bleach plant and back. And that's it. But yeah, you know, I got this looking really good. I think I love this. I think this looks so much better. Look at that. Look at that detail. Beautiful. Anyways, let's get to some operations. I'll catch you guys in just a few minutes. All right, after looking around, I decided let's go grab the Fulton local, which we haven't run in like 6 months. And let's get this guy run again. So we got a little RS11. I think we have 5 cars and a caboose. And we just have our last little run up to Fulton. Then we're going to turn and head back to Shifnal. I'm not entirely sure how much of all of this I'll actually show, but, you know, we'll see. A bit of a time crunch. We'll see what we can do. Dispatcher already lined us in the Fulton, so we're going to go ahead and take the signal. It's nice. I do currently have several trains I'm concurrently running here on this route. I've got a way freight heading up to Med on the branch. I've got a loaded oil can headed up to Pine Bluff, heading north. And then, of course, I've got this local. I've got a couple of steel trains. I've got a pig train. Lots of stuff going on that I could run. But I want to do some switching, so here we are. We're going to do some switching. And it wouldn't be a Coxton Sub video without a look at the only remaining stone bridge on the entire railroad. Steel makes for cheaper bridges, but we haven't replaced this one yet. It's just real nice. Sorry about all the popping and lagging there. It's just not going to go away. Hope it doesn't bother you. Take a chance while you can and just listen to the different sounds of the cars using the Trains Forge sound file. It's just so lovely. You'll especially notice it when cars couple, uncouple, and you get like those initial fast and slow movements. Oh man, it's just great. I'll definitely recommend you guys running over to trainsforge.com and grabbing that thing. Just go to their new releases tab once you get on the website. Well, here we are in Fulton. I made a video where I upgraded and built this town. I'm pretty sure I did. But I haven't gone through and operated it. So this will be our first chance to get some operating done. It's going to be real nice. Think of all the places I could have put my camera. I think that was a pretty good one. I got to be honest. So I'm going to take a minute off camera here to kind of get my head around everything I want to do. And then we'll get rolling. Alrighty. So I haven't really put together a particular best practices or rhyme or reason for switching this any certain way. But there is one crossover here. There is another crossover facing the other direction here. those both fit within the control point. It's not a control point long enough to have really, any trains pass, but it is long enough for you to bury a commuter train in there if you need to. That's kind of about the only reason that crossover exists. But typically, I leave the caboose at the back end of this train and I build the cars on the other side. So you can see we've got all these guys here that are going the same way, or that are going to go back with us actually, because I pretty much usually pick everything up. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm just going to go sweep all of those. So we'll pull forward. We'll blow the crossing. We'll get this crossover, and then we'll just back up, and we'll go ahead and shove all those cars and kind of get them out of the way so we can spot some cars back there. And then I think I like that, because I think then after that we can get this runaround track here and use that to our benefit. Let's see, that's the lumber track. It's delivering lumber. That's for the stock track to load cattle or hogs. That's to load grain. This is delivering or picking up goods from the warehouse. And then, ooh, another one for grain. Okay, 2 cars for grain this time. All right, let's go ahead and just get the locomotive brake. I think this whole train's less than 400 tons, so it's just not a lot of weight. Ooh, I need to go in and change the trigger settings on that switch there. All right. Let off the brake a little early there, didn't I? Oops. Don't critique my my driving too hard. I haven't practiced in a while. I've been so busy just working and trying to help get my business back on its feet, and man, there's just been a lot going on in my house. But I am very, very happy with this level of detail. Right there, it doesn't look like there's much, but then you get down at ground level and you can see it. See? Just love Turfex, man. That switch sound right there, that's one of my favorite upgrades from that Trains Forge package. Just lovely. Alright, we're going to get a SPAD here, but that's okay. In a bit of fairness, that signal's only there for the passenger trains, and even then, I really don't even need it, honestly. I have considered chunking this entire signal relay here, and that one too. I just don't know. I just don't know. This isn't a true control point, so I just... I need to think about it some more, but I probably will leave it. I'm going to derail this thing. Well, that was fun. That should have been a nasty derail. I got lucky on that one. We definitely broke several drawbars there. Anyways, I'll shut up so you guys can hear the coupling. That's the best part. I guess rather it's not the coupling sound that's good, but it's the coupler slack action that sounds so good. Ooh, why are we holding the crossing here? That's weird. Gonna need to work on that. Oh well. Alright, so all of this is going with us. Let's take them forward. I'm gonna go ahead and shove them back clear of the crossing here. Actually, no, I'm going to put them in this pocket right here. We'll dump them in this pocket. That's what we'll do. All right, after we make that move, we start doing some more setouts. I'll catch you guys back up here once we start doing some more setouts. All right, now since this train wasn't blocked, we actually get to play, I guess what, almost like checkers with this thing. We've got all the cars are in the wrong order. So since we're going to make one big long shove down the spur, we got to put the lumber car in first, the stock car next, followed by the bulk cars. And so I'm going to go ahead and get all that sorted out and make those moves now. But since I wasn't running in DCC mode, I think I went a little too far. I think I fouled the switch there. Oh, yeah, certainly. So that SP boxcar, that's the lumber car, so he's going to have to go in the hole first. Followed by the stock car and then the two bulk cars. And I am going to go check real fast just to make sure that I am correct. It's the stock car. Yeah, and then the bulk cars. All right, cool beans. Nice little pocket there using the main line. It's almost like I designed this for operations. What? Good times. Highly recommend playing in realistic mode. It just forces you to slow down and enjoy yourself. And the truth is, it's still way faster than the real thing. One of my goals this year, 2025, is to build myself a desktop computer. I know Trains is not the best optimized game on the planet, but I know that I can get a computer better than the one I have that will still run it, you know? Very grateful for this computer. It's been a fantastic computer. But I would like a little less buffering from time to time. I'd like to be able to run this route without it stuttering every 5 seconds. I'm kind of lazy. I think I'm going to kick that car. Like, see that right there? That stutter? Whew. Makes it rough, you know? Makes it rough. Gonna get a lot of spad when you're doing switching like this. It's just the way it goes. Oh, no brakes on that car. Ah, dang it. Oh well. That's alright. Gotta figure out why that crossing back there is still blocked. It's kind of annoying, I'll be honest. It's all good. I probably just have a setting off somewhere. Maybe an extra 0 in there. I will be honest, one of my favorite things about this route in particular is I get to look back and see just how far I've come in my growth in modeling and representation, operations, compression. And obviously there's always still room for improvement, and no route will ever be perfect, but I am really proud of this. I have really put the best of what I can offer into this. And I hope you guys enjoyed as well. And if you don't, you say mean things, I'm not really going to care, because I'm still going to sleep at night very peacefully. I used to care a lot about what people thought, and then I grew some thick skin. It's called marriage. I'm just kidding. But no, definitely hope you guys like it. I'm sure a lot of you will. But I'm always happy to hear constructive feedback. You know, if you want to be a jerk, my channel's not the place. But if you want to offer some very constructive feedback because you care about things and you think there's something I genuinely need to give some attention to, I'm always here for that. I'd love to hear it. I might disagree with you from time to time, but that does not mean that I don't like hearing it. Constructive feedback is the best feedback. I bet a lot of you guys are going to say, yeah, how about you try not coupling onto cars at 13 miles an hour? That would be a valid point. All right, next up we've got these 2 bolt hoppers we got to get in there behind the stock car, and then I'm going to shove the whole cut back and spot them. So I'll put in a little cut right here until we get the cars all together, and then we'll go spot them together. All right, let's get this cut shoved back. See, that coupler slack sounds a lot better than the default sound. I love these little 36-foot stock cars. These are great. That looks like a Trinity hopper. Yeah. Let's get this switch lined up. We are going to need to come back to that crossover. One thing that's nice about switching this way is you'll see in a minute when we go to pick up those cars back there and then spot the one last car. You know, we'll kind of just grab those, come here, connect, grab that guy, and then spot him, and out we go. It's a really nice kind of a couple move deal, and it really gets the job done. So we'll pretend that I've done this a couple of times. I really haven't. I think I just got lucky in my car placement today. Definitely coming into this spot way too fast. Just got to get the door to the platform. That'll do, actually. Look at that. Look at that. I just think that looks nice. That's a little rough up there, but it's okay. It's a trains problem. Not a DH trains problem. It's not my fault. If you want to be picky, be my guest. I'm usually not, but if you really want to focus on getting the doors of the stock cars lined up to the race, you be my guest. It's not really my cup of tea, I'll be honest. Guess I'm just that much of an impressionist. Look at me spot it perfectly, though. Oh, my goodness. Oh! Did I make it? Oh, that is so good. Be more like me. Just kidding. Just enjoy yourself. That's what's important. Enjoy your time doing the things you love. All right, we'll pull this first one out here. I would love it if I could find, or if someone would suggest on the download station, some sort of like trackside winch. You know, not every place has a trackmobile. So like, for example, when this car is done loading, we want to pull the second one up to be loaded. You know, a lot of places would have like some trackside winch with a cable. If anyone knows of a decent asset on the download station that looks good, I would love to hear about it. It can't be something that I'd have to install that's like modified, because then I can't use it. It's got to be something that is on the download station or built in. If you guys know of one, let me know. No pressure if you don't. All right, we're going to go over here and grab the boxcar and the 2 reefers. Ah, love the Burlington Northern Ski, man. It just looks good. Always looks so good. These guys will go back to Coxton, to the to Knights Perishables there on the what is it, on the west side of Coxton? Yeah, on the L&N. So they'll get quite a bit of switching done in Coxton, but that'll be fun. This guy, I think he's heading on to Johnsville, which I haven't modeled the town or the industries yet. I've laid out all the tracks. Haven't really done any of the scenery, so that part's coming up soon before release. But this guy's heading north. It's probably another 30-ish miles or so before he gets there. Ah, too close. Yeah, that's good coupler slack action. I love it. All right, let's go put together our outbound train and grab our one last set out. And then I am going to go ahead and cut it after this today, just because time-wise, I don't want the video to get too long. Plus, there's a bit more switching to do once we get to Shifnal. So, and Biliary, so that gives me like an excuse to make a part 3. Also, we'll probably make an opportunity for this traffic to exit, because you can see they're just running a circle. I'll probably do something with that to make that stop, because that's getting kind of annoying. Oh, look at that. My neighborhood templates that I use. With these 3 unique layouts, you can make 9 different combinations. And it's diverse enough that you never really notice. Actually, really, you can make 12 different combinations. And if I'm really honest with you, it's actually even more than that. Ah, I didn't get my brakes done in time before that switch. I'll have to fix that. Oops, that's okay. Yeah, I just need to come back and set the trigger radius to be smaller on these so that you can switch them a little bit closer. It's all good. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I definitely, turned the engineer around, but then forgot to change the controls back the correct way. Went ahead and picked up our car back there as well. So now we're ready to just give him a nice gentle shove back, and we'll have our entire outbound train put together, and we can get out of Dodge, or Fulton. Really wish you could use payware routes for multiplayer surveyor. If you can, and I just don't know that, then shame on me. Because I would really enjoy, having 10 to 20 people operating this at the same time. It would be so much fun. But I definitely don't have a computer strong enough for that. So we brought 5 cars with us to set out, and I believe we are leaving with 6. 2, 4, 6, 7. 7, my bad. And, like I said before, you don't have to grab every car in every spur. You don't have to. But there's just not a lot of cars that go into town here, so I typically just grab them all. But, since I use randomization to assign car destinations, they don't always get replaced by cars. So I might come in and pick everything up only to find out that I don't have a car to set out. It keeps it what's the word? Keeps it fresh. Well, this is the goods warehouse here. Until they've caught up with the modern age there with their addition of a big industrial door. Great asset to have, just the door itself. You can add it to anything. Well, I've really enjoyed doing this. This has been fun. It's been good to be back on here doing some operations, especially now that the scenery is more than halfway done along the entire line. We're just really getting close, and most of all the heavy work is already done. It's just a bunch of lighter things now. We're gonna get close to release this year. I think if I can maintain my time commitment, and not get too sucked into work, I think I can definitely get this done. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting. I'm sure some people gave up waiting. It's okay. To do these things well, it takes a lot of time. But thanks for joining today. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you want to try out those new sounds, really recommend you guys go to Trains Forge and grab those off their new releases section. They're free. And yeah, I don't get paid to say that. I just think it sounds great. But thanks again, guys. I'll leave it here, and we can make a part 3 sometime. We'll catch you guys later.